and welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. I am Akhilesh Suman and you are watching Indian Standard Time. Indian Standard Time is a window to the world through which we try to understand global phenomena. And I have very special guest today, Excellency the Ambassador of Myanmar to India, Mr. Moe Kyaw Aung. Welcome, Excellency. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Excellency, India and Myanmar have very special relationship. And if we remember the old time when both the countries had fought the war against British colonials rule, there is a song, मेरे पिया गए रंगून वहाँ से किया है टेलीफोन. Do you remember this song?
Yes, I heard about that song. It's a very old song.
And you know that when we remember about Myanmar, Indian diaspora has been present there in Myanmar in a big way. So how is the Indian diaspora doing in Myanmar now?
They are doing very well. We have a considerable number of Indian diaspora in Myanmar.
Yeah.
And, they are also contributing to our national development.
Are they politically active? Because you are going into election mode and elections are there on 8th of November. So do you think that Indians are active in politics there in Myanmar?
Yes, some Myanmar citizens of, Indian origins, they have the, right for voting.
Right.
And so, they have the opportunity for the, to practice democratic rights.
Right. So is there any Indian who is fighting the election, if you remember?
I don't know all the, the candidate's name.
Right.
So, but there must be,
Oh, there are Indians who are fighting
Myanmar
the election.
citizens. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay, sir. And recently, that Foreign Secretary and Army Chief of India went to Naypyidaw. And I think this is the first time that two big officials of India who are related to external issues were together in a neighboring country. So how do you see this phenomena? Is it a very important visit, according to you?
Yes. In my opinion, it's a very important visit. And India and Myanmar are very friendly countries. And India's policy and neighborhood first policy is in consonance with Myanmar independent and active foreign policy and good neighborliness.
Right.
So, during the visit, there were a lot of discussion on bilateral cooperations.
But what I wanted to understand that is it the beginning of 2+2 conversation between India and Myanmar, or it is one of the visits that take place?
I think it depends on the areas covered. So there are also development cooperation and technical cooperations and also security cooperations. So that is why it is very appropriate for both of the people went to Myanmar.
So do you think that it is going to continue 2+2 from here to minister level or some higher level?
I think we always have high level visits with India and Myanmar from both sides. So it will go on.
Right.
And previously we also have many high level visits between two countries.
Right. Sir, if you can tell me that some of the major outcomes of this visit for my audience.
Yes, India and Myanmar side agreed partnership and connectivity projects, capacity building, power and energy, deepen economic and trade ties, further facilitate people-to-people and cultural exchanges,
right,
and broad-based defense exchange across 3 services. So, it covers very wide areas of cooperation.
Like when that army chief is also there and foreign secretary is also there. What I
Yes,
remember that border issues are very important between the two countries. Not just the delineation of border, but also peace at the border. Like many militants cross border from this side to that side and that side to this side. So, do you think that there has been some major development on this issue between the two countries?
of course, Myanmar good neighborliness policy, because of that policy, we don't harbor any insurgents against, our neighbors. And in January 2019, Myanmar security forces have been conducting clearance operation in Daga area. And, the Myanmar terminal caught and handed over altogether 22 Indian insurgents operating along India-Myanmar border at northeast India. It is a gesture of good neighborliness, upholding the existing principle. And, we expect our good friend India practice the same principle.
Right. So I think the border is peaceful now. So insurgents are not having their day now at India-Myanmar border.
Yes. It is official policy of not harboring the insurgents using our territory.
So geographically, sir, you are the only country between India and ASEAN. And geographically, I can say that Myanmar is the gateway of ASEAN for India. So how Myanmar is equipped for this becoming this gateway?
Myanmar is implementing many preparation as Myanmar is a land bridge between India and ASEAN countries. So one example is the trilateral highway connecting India, Myanmar, and Thailand.
Right.
And also from Thailand to other part of Southeast Asia. And also Kaladam Multimodal Transit Transport Project is one of the important projects. It provides landlocked northeastern region of India to the access to the sea.
Right.
Bay of Bengal.
Right.
And Myanmar can be a valuable partner in the supply chain between India and ASEAN countries.
Right.
And 1.3 billion market of 3 billion population market of India and 600 million ASEAN combined market. It can be a very viable market integration.
Right. In that context, that India and Myanmar are also working on Sitwe port. So how is the development of Sitwe port, and what is the feasibility that this port can help both India and Myanmar and also for the ASEAN?
Yes, as I have mentioned, Sitwe port is very important. It's part of a Kaladam multimodal transit transport project. And also, Sitwe port is only 500 nautical miles away from Kolkata port. So, there are a lot of potential. It can provide as I have mentioned, the northeastern region of India, access to the, Bay of Bengal through Sitwe port.
Right.
And another thing is, coastal sea lane, transportation. It will greatly enhance the bilateral trade between India and Myanmar.
So,
and early 2021, it will be operational according to our negotiation.
And how is the land route between India and Myanmar? What is the progress, and when can we expect that Indian vehicles are entering into Myanmar, going to Thailand and to many other ASEAN countries? How many years it will take now?
Uh, I don't think it will take long because the roads in Myanmar and Thailand side are almost ready.
Right,
So we have to connect just the missing links.
right.
So I think trilateral highway project is very promising.
Right. So, that once this trade route is open, so there might be, the also concerns about, what will be the products that will be going from India to Myanmar and from Myanmar to India. And there is always a concern about, dumping of goods in each other's country. So what type of precautions do you think that both countries are taking, or they're talking about it or not?
Uh, we have several mechanisms like joint trade committees and many other mechanisms for the smoothing out the ironing out the obstacles. So in the spirit of friendship and cooperation, we should overcome those kind of obstacles.
So, that you can understand that one of the major concerns in India, in some quarters of India, that it should not be the ground for just dumping ground for Chinese goods into India. So, do you think that you are taking enough precautions, and you will take enough precautions in that regard?
Yes, yes. What we need is trade facilitation. So I think we should have the center for the testing of a country of origins
Right.
and certifications. So we need such kind of trade facilities.
So, what are the major things that Myanmar exports and Myanmar can export to India?
Myanmar is an agriculture country, so we can export agriculture goods to India. And our main export to India is beans and pulses. And we are exporting about nearly $1 billion worth of beans and pulses. But now export to India in recent years little bit declined.
Right. So, sir, when in recent days, when we talk about Myanmar, one issue comes to everyone's mind, and that is the issue of Rohingya. So, when Foreign Secretary and Army Chief went to Naypyidaw recently, was there any talk on Rohingya issue and how the issue will be solved? Can you throw some light on that?
Uh, India is uh, assisting the safe return of those displaced persons back to Myanmar, and we have already made measures for the safe return of those people, and we have already signed bilateral agreement with Bangladesh.
Right.
So things are ready from our side, and those who is willing to come back and have the proof that they have been living in that region, they can come back. And we have taken every measures, and India is also helping India recently donated 265 prefabricated houses
Right.
for those people who come back to Myanmar, and also helping the improvement of a socio-economic condition of the Rakhine state.
Right. So in this election, do you expect that Rohingyas will be participating in the voting process? They will be participating in the political activities during the election. Are they doing?
No, to tell that there is no that name because all the citizens
Right.
are entitled to practice democratic voting rights,
Right.
not only those people who are residing in our country and they have proper citizenship. They have the right for the voting.
Yes. So they will take part in the voting process.
All the citizens
Okay.
in Myanmar.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And sir, has there been any development with Bangladesh that those people who had gone from Myanmar to Bangladesh, how will they return to Myanmar again? Rohingyas.
We, as I have mentioned, we have signed 3 bilateral agreements with India,
Right.
the Bangladesh, and the Bangladesh have to send the list who is willing to come to Myanmar,
Yeah.
and we will check the national verification so that whether they are living in that area. So the proof of living in Rakhine State. Another thing is their own consent without any pressure or intimidation. So we welcome all of the people
Right.
coming back to that region voluntarily.
Right, sir. Given the fact that you are also having a good source of energy, how do you think that energy cooperation between the two countries can go further?
At present, many Indian companies are, operating in Myanmar
Right.
in oil and gas exploration,
Right.
and also, the power generation
Right.
also under discussion, and also refinery projects, and also the cross-border the electricity is also under negotiation.
Right.
So the prospect is very promising.
So, do you think that it has good feasibility? Energy cooperation between the two countries can go further? Huh?
Of course, I believe there are a lot of potential.
Recently, when Foreign Secretary and the Army Chief was there was a MOU signed, and that was regarding agriculture cooperation, like mechanization of agriculture. That is what I heard. So, what is this about?
As you know, Myanmar is a agricultural country, and we have a lot of arable lands and ample water resources. So, what we need is, technology and also the investment. So, Myanmar is inviting technology transfer and investment in agriculture sector so that, Myanmar can export, our agriculture product to India also and other parts of countries.
Right.
So, it is very useful, the projects.
Sir, we are living in COVID time, and how coronavirus pandemic impacted Myanmar? How is the situation now there?
We successfully overcome the first wave of coronavirus.
Right.
At that time, there were less than 300 cases, and the death is just under 200. Now we are facing second phase of second wave of coronavirus. Now the number of cases exceed 20,000 and death is over 600. So our government take very seriously,
Okay.
and we have the national committee with multi-ministerial involvement, and we are making necessary effort with the cooperation of international organizations like WHO and other organizations, and also friendly countries like India.
So was there any cooperation between India and Myanmar during COVID time?
Yes, India donated the hydroxychloroquine to Myanmar, and other medical supplies to Myanmar. And during the visit of the Foreign Secretary, India donated 3,500 vials of remdesivir. And also, both sides agrees on the cooperation of the handling COVID and
vaccine.
And India will provide when vaccine is available.
So how is the situation in the border? Are people from Myanmar going to Indian side and Indians are going to Myanmar, or border is completely closed now?
Due to the pandemic of COVID, now we have to, temporarily close down the border. But, we allow special cases, case by case basis.
So COVID-19 is not impacting the Myanmar election. People are at ease.
We have done necessary preparation and prevention of COVID. So we are not that we are not concerned about COVID, but we have done, necessary preparation for the election, so that our government will make sure people can vote at the voting day safely.
So how do you think that this election is going to be different from earlier elections? Anything interesting that you can say about it?
Oh, I think, it seems, a voter turned out to be larger than previous elections, but we will know after the election days. But it seems.
Are there potential candidates in ruling and opposition parties, or it is going to be one-sided affair?
Oh, there are many parties involved, but it's our country try our best the election to be free and fair.
Right. Sir, when the army chief was there in Myanmar, is there any specific defense cooperation that is going to be there between the two countries?
Yes, as I have mentioned, we have the defense cooperation between India and Myanmar for defense exchanges,
right,
and also high-level defense visits,
right,
and security cooperation in the border areas.
Right.
It's already there.
Okay, right. So, what is the future of cooperation in defense sector? Are you going to buy some equipments from India or something like that?
Yes, that is a possibility.
Okay, sir. Myanmar is actually the gateway of ASEAN for India. So, when India is telling activist policy, India is, acting on neighborhood first policy. So how do you see the scope of these two policies as far as Myanmar is concerned?
As I have mentioned, Myanmar independent and active foreign policy is very much consonant with uh, uh, the Act East policy and neighborhood first policy.
Right.
And Myanmar have the good neighborliness, and we practice that policy all the time with neighboring countries.
Any new area of cooperation between the two countries?
There are a wide range of areas, as I mentioned, people-to-people contact, cultural cooperations, energy cooperations,
Right.
infrastructure development, you
Right.
name it. So many areas because of the close proximity and strong cultural ties between two countries.
Right. So, sir, really, if we think about India and Myanmar, many of the things are common between the two countries. So, what is the scope of cultural cooperation?
We have closely cooperating with India in cultural area, and Indian government is helping renovating the stupas in our archaeological city,
Right.
Bagan, and also there are a lot of cultural exchange, and the tourism promotion of tourism is this kind of cultural exchange too, and more and more people visit Myanmar, makes Indian people more about their immediate
Right.
neighbors, and and promote understanding between two countries. And the Bollywood, as I mentioned,
Right.
Bollywood movies are very popular, and not only Bollywood movies, the Indian TV series are very popular. So the India side should know to do more to know about Myanmar, their immediate neighbor.
Most of the people go via northeast to Myanmar via land route if they don't want to go by air route. So, are you going to open any visa facility in those areas?
Actually, we have the online visa system, so they don't have to come to New Delhi to get visa. They can apply visa online. But due to the COVID, all the visas are temporarily suspended, and we allow visa
Yeah,
case
yeah.
by case basis.
Right,
But
right.
when things normalize, people can apply visa anywhere in the world.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for talking to Raj Sabha Television.
Thank you.